Oh, hi there. Hi, Cancer. I just keep hearing, go live. It's time to go live for the All to Love community. November 2019 intuitive readings. I hope this video finds you guys doing well. Holy manoli, Cancers. So this is a pretty big time astrologically speaking, certainly for, or in particular for the cardinal signs. So that is Cancer, Libra, Aries, Capricorn. So we're still in this sort of final push phase. It's like I'm feeling into it as in like the end of a marathon, just like the marathon of life, and we're right near the finish line. So the body is broken, the mind is mush, and it's sort of just this like, you know, getting to the other side of these energies as we anticipate and build up to the 2020 astrology, which is total global transformation, basically. You know what I am saying? What? Do you know what I'm saying, DP? I know you do, girl. Okay. And have I even started the reading, or is this just the prelude to what I'm seeing here in your cards, Cancer? So you've got the Tower. Thanks. And also, like, I don't know how y'all are feeling, but like I can't at this, like, as the last 2 days have been, I can't even watch any other like astro reports, or I'm just like anyone in the world right now going, okay, we're just, or, and I just did it, so like, hi, but like this is just gonna be a bit intense, and I'm like, no, ease, flow, love, that is all. Fun, joy. I spoke to my roommate yesterday where I was like, can we please go out? Like, can we go dancing? Can we go listen to music? Because the lightness needs to come, right? So, and it is, because I'm the lurgy is starting to pass, so thank God for that. Anywho, I blab fest on. Hey Eddie, what up? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. The thing is, it's true though. We know this deep down within. That's part of the energies that I believe have guided a lot of the All to Love New Paradigm communities. It's like deep within us, regardless of all the chaos, it's like, well, I don't want to buy into the fear, because deep down I do feel the fineness of it, you know? It's just that most of us, I think, when we endeavor to like manifest our dream life, we don't think it's gonna like bring up the amount of density and shaz and or be like bottom out in all of our fearful projections, basically. You know, all of our unconscious unworthiness and shame and fear all manifest before we move into the, and it comes in waves. Anywho, we'll save that for the new moon. Yeah, new moon, not full moon. Save that for the new moon update, which I will probably do this weekend. Anywho, thank you guys for your private bookings. Eddie, thank you for your patience, my Cancer friend. Let's crack on. We have the Tower, and then we have the Devil. Thanks. Thank you, tarot cards. There's an Ace of Swords right there, and there's also a Six of Swords. So there's like a movement forward. There's a moving beyond these energies. The Tower feels connected to the Devil somehow. This could be the end of a relationship, the end of a pattern, the end of a codependency, a toxic situation on some level. I'm really drawn to the two people chained together. So I think for a lot of you, this is like the final ending, i.e. the divorce papers are getting signed. The moving out of one another's houses are happening, and it is bringing about a new beginning. It's just I'm feeling like the heart charge. I feel like it's just been intense and it's kind of hurty, and yet the new beginning is here, because for some of you, you're moving. There's an actual going to calmer waters, moving to new horizons. There just feels a bit of like there's some sadness around it. It's like that. I'm sure I found a quote, something about like letting go simultaneously expands you whilst it kills you, kind of thing. Like the intensity of breakups, the intensity of losing things is so profound. And at the same time, simultaneously, we're aware that it's bringing us to a new level of being. It's bringing us to something greater, to something better. it just comes with it the intense emotional transformation, right? It seems to be the way, anywho, at this point in our human evolution, that we still have this suffering to process, these traumas to process, this density to process, to enable us to rise, to enable us to move to higher heights, greater joy, and more abundance. Who knew, huh? Processes. We seem to like the processes. We're not there collectively where we're just snapping our fingers and teleporting to new heights, right? So, okay, doke. Okay, and hence, so back to this reading, you have the Tower card, and it's supported by the Star card. So again, as shit at or intense or as painful or shocking as this Tower moment might have been, it's divinely guided. It's connected to your star power. It's connected to your manifesting your dream life, right? And then the codependency here, again, it's a Page of Swords in the reverse. So a messenger or somebody around you that just didn't have it going on, didn't have that mental clarity, didn't have your best interest at heart, a message that was like, and hence that idea of cutting it out. That's why the swords are quite dominant in this reading. There is an energy of cutting it out and moving forward, cutting it out and moving to calmer pastures, to calmer waters. Okay, so so you're endeavoring this, you're wanting to move to this place of greater stability and security with the Four of Wands there. But there's a theme here in connection to the healing and the Devil energy where I feel like for some of you guys, you really have to prioritize yourselves. You really have to take time out for yourself to do the self-care, because right now, Temperance, Ace of Swords is in the reverse. So I feel like if you're not taking that time for yourself, this establishing these new foundations just going to take a little bit more time, or it's going to be more difficult for you. So cutting out that toxicity energy, cutting out those toxic patterns. And again, I do feel it's a little bit more connected to people and circumstances out of your control, and you're just done. You want to move forward, taking that time out for yourself, investing in yourself, going into nature, doing the self-love, the self-care, all that kind of stuff. Do whatever you need to do to prioritize yourself. 100%. That's going to help you open that mind, shape shift the mental perspective, and bring in those higher vibrational thoughts. Otherwise, I feel like some of you might be feeling like you're sinking a little bit in these deceptive energies, because there's the Moon card here as well. This is a major cycle: Star, Tower, Devil, Moon. So and Temperance. So there's 5 major arcana cards here in the mix of 10 cards. So half the spread is a major arcana, which again, it's just a huge transformational cycle for you. And with the intensity of the Tower and the Devil, and the recognizing that which you're cutting out and breaking free from, the Temperance is absolutely paramount in you rising into this new perspective and ultimately claiming your freedom to set forth on this new beginning, so that you can eventually put those new pillars down and establish the new beginning. And what I mean by that new foundation, a more stable foundation, and this foundation is a foundation of happiness. It's joy. It's sometimes this is like a honeymoon card, like wedded bliss, mega hot love vibrashe, and then putting those foundational pillars down. But they're love, it's like building from that higher ground of organizational flow in unconditional love, and then that provides the stability for longevity versus Tower moments, base tone toxicity in people that are not growing with you. Instead, they're lessons for your own growth and development, right? So the central advice and theme here is that Temperance is mega important. Temperance is always, to me, like this benevolent self-care, this sort of like taking time out in nature. I sometimes get a sense of like going on a detox retreat, or just going camping, or it doesn't have to be mega. It can just be like a day or two, a weekend away of just being in the trees. Heck, yesterday I went outside and there was just this brief moment, like seriously, probably about 30 seconds, where the sun broke through the clouds and it opened, and I was just like, and I was feeling grr. And that brief shift, just that brief moment where the sun opened and shone on my face, it was like, And it just helped lift me because I felt the warmth, and it, you know, when you're in the shits, it just, that brief break suddenly gives you this feeling of like, I am loved and I am supported, and the sun does want to take care of me, and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes we need to do that. We need to take that time out for ourselves to then embrace and bring about higher thought, new thought, divine thought. This is like a sword being passed from the heavens, right? So it's like a higher consciousness thought vibration coming from you taking that special time out for yourself. So in regards to this reading, because of the intensity, messengers messing with you, Tower and Devil, right now, these are reversed. So this is reflecting, this is telling my intuition that there's, if you like, you're not taking the time you need for yourself, and if that's the case, it's going to just be more challenging to move forward with the energies. If you take that time out, if you take that time to self-care, self-love, be, and you know, sometimes I'm like, get triggered by all this bullshit about self-love and self-care. Go have fun. Do whatever you can to just lighten up about all of the craziness, right? Do the love stuff, do the play in the field, dibble dabble your feet in the water, pretend you got angel wings and you're flying through infinite space and you're radiating this angelic vibrashe from the inner eye. Let, like I was saying before, let the sun shine and have that moment, or those moments where you really like, pardon me, you guys, you feel the sun on your skin and be grateful, you know, feel the wind on your skin and enjoy it, right? Me waiting for oh my god, that is glorious. And that's like an intention for me at some point. I'm getting to that point where I'm really anticipating the balancing out, and I'm like, I really desire to have a dog in my life. It'll come. It'll come. Lots of, a few things need to fill into the vortex, or the grid rather, before that's going to manifest. But I can feel it, because I just, yeah, I have love to give, but not a strong desire for baby. So I'm like, bring dog to me. I will love that dog. I will love the arsehole. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there. So it's like this new thought vibration comes through this divine temperance. If you ain't gonna do it, it's gonna be harder to kind of unstick yourself from the moon, that deception energy. So finally, there's the Eight of Swords in the reverse, or not swords, sorry. It's the Eight of Wands in the reverse. I feel somehow this is connected to the beckoning of you moving to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. And it's very, you know, obvious in this reading. You moving to the calmer waters is very much connected to the new beginning. You getting to this point of establishing a sense of stability, but on a higher level, with a loving union, like a divine reflection. There's the 1111, and it's a 4, it's a pillar, it's pillars rather, very stable. And then you have these two red and blue figures that look like they've just been wed in their kingdom, and it very much looks like, you know, they're at a wedding or whatever. So that could be it for you. So this is the existence card has just popped out from the Osho deck. And I do feel like you're really, just feels like you're just you're breaking free and moving to the next level. That's ultimately what the Osho cards, because there's the Rebel card. Yeah. It's all intertwined. It's thematic with this community in any case as well. So that's associated with the Devil card. The Rebel, you're breaking free from conditioning. You're breaking free from old paradigm stuff, whether it's familial, ancestral, karmic, whatever, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's all here now anyway. So whatever it is you're breaking free from, it's time. And then you're moving into this you're moving into this conscious creatorship of you being the totality of your existence. And this is a sense of maturity, hence, so from this greater place of maturity, this is why you're able to now start to put down the pillars. There's a little bit of a journey. Again, the self-love is going to help, but for some of you, there might be a move. There might be a little bit of a movement there to bring about this new this new foundation, this new life, essentially. But again, if you're going to build a house, you got to put the foundation down, and you want the foundation to be super stable, right? So once you get that stable foundation, then you can start to really make manifest this new life. Bearing in mind, again, there might be some messages that come in, albeit slow moving, gentle. And then there's the last card there. There's a fool. There's a fool. So for a lot of you, it's a new beginning. It might feel a bit frightening, but you are supported. You are being guided, and it's all leading you to this newfound stability from a higher level in love. Well done, Cancer. You're breaking free, my friends. This is fantastic. Feel free to book a private reading if you want to. And those of you who have booked a private reading in this belt of the 2-for-1 special, which lasts until October 31st, if I've already delivered the reading to you, then all you have to do is message me between now and December 25th and let me know when you want your freebie. Lots of love, you guys. I'll speak to you real soon. Peace out.